What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Seeing how this is a new channel, you guys probably have no idea who I am. My name is Najri. I am a photographer and a brand strategist. I own a company called It's Girl Boss Hustle, and I am so excited to share with you guys my 2020 vision board. I have found some free time and I have made my board. I am so excited because not only is it, a vision board that reflects what I would like to manifest and accomplish in 2020, but it's also aesthetically pleasing for me. I can hang it up in my space, I can hang it up in my area. That way, when I'm working, I can constantly look at it and be inspired and be reminded of my goals for 2020. So this will not be a long drawn out video. I just really wanted to share with you how I created my vision board and what I put on it. And hopefully this inspires you to create one of your own. There's so many different ways that you can create a vision board. You can do it on poster board. You can do it in a picture frame, which is the way that I did it. And I adapted this idea from Aaron on Demand, which is genius because again, you can hang it up. And then also you can always do one on your phone and make it your screensaver, which I have done that many times. I can show you a quick and easy way of how you can do that too. So to start off, I just wanted to give you guys a glance at my vision board. This is the vision board that I created a few days ago. Before I even started, cutting out pictures and pasting them on this paper, what I did was map out what exactly it was that I wanted to put on my board. So I went and jotted a few things down that I would really like to focus on for this year. That way I know exactly what I would be looking for. I know we can get caught up flipping through magazines and looking for pictures, but if you do map it out, it makes your job so much easier because not everybody has hours to play arts and crafts, Just really think about the goals that you've set for yourself. Jot those down. Do you want to be debt free? Do you want to finish school? Are there a certain amount of subscribers you want? Is there a certain amount of followers and engagement that you want? Write those things down and put them on your board. We all know that we can go through magazines and find different imagery and words that inspire us visually, the words, the pictures and everything else. But I also went to Pinterest. I went to Google. When I went to Pinterest and Google, I would type in the words that I was looking for, stuff that I couldn't find. I know that I really want a studio this year. I went and typed in, studio in Pinterest and found a picture of a woman working in her studio, which has the idea of what I would like to see in a studio for me. Natural lighting, white walls, concrete floors, just something like that. Made it really easy, put my Girl Boss Hustle right on top of it to see it. I see that this is going to be my studio, not hers. But I will have a studio this year where I can work out of, where I can produce content, where I can shoot photography, where I can meet with my branding clients. I want a Girl Boss Hustle headquarters, honey, okay? I use the app called Over. I love Over. I used it to write out the words that I wanted to put on my board. The reason I did this is because you could play with different fonts and different colors and different sizing, how big you want it to be, how small you would like it to be, and place it on your board. I just wrote them all on one page, printed them out, and then slapped them on my board. So yes, I'll just jump right into what's on my board, why I put it on my board, and we'll take it from there. Let's go. Here's the board that I created. I'm just gonna go over what it is that I included on my board and why I put it on here. First thing we have is a picture of my family down below, and we were on a family trip in Mexico, and I just love looking at this picture. We had so much fun. The kids had never been to Mexico. It was our first time being in Mexico, and I just really want to create more memories like this one. The smiles on their faces, what they were talking about when we got back, when we were on the boat, just remembering that experience with them. I really want to do more traveling with my family, but I also want to do traveling with myself and for my personal brand and just self-care. But I also want to take trips with my boyfriend as well. So I have a picture of just all of us to make it plain and simple. We just need to get out of here, whether it's all of us, 2 of us, 3 of us. We just want to travel more as a whole. So I definitely put that on my board. I have read and be intentional. I did a really good job with reading last year, so I would like to carry that consistency over into 2020. Actually read at that. A lot of my books were audiobooks, which there's nothing wrong with audiobooks, but I feel like I get a little bit more information out of actual books. That way I can jot down notes and stuff like that. I like highlighting. I like being inside of a book. So I want to put my phone down and read more instead of listening. I also have Be Intentional because I just want to be intentional with everything that I do. That's probably going to be the quote of 2020 for me, is be intentional all across the board with my family, with my business, and with myself. I have some images of some cameras and some lenses. They're not the specific ones that I want, but that is important. If there's something specific that you want, put it on your board. There are some camera lenses that I would like to invest in, so I put that on there. I also have 100 clients under the camera because I would like to have 100 clients, 100 photography clients this year. I have network very big and bold because networking was really something I went in with last year. I used to be very, I wouldn't say closed off because I was still social, but I had a problem with putting myself out there as far as going to different events and going to events alone. So I really want to continue that. I turned over a new leaf. I don't know who this girl was last year, but I love her, and I am going to continue to nourish that new growth of networking and networking by myself. So just putting myself out there and making sure that I'm doing what I want to do, not waiting for anybody else, not waiting for somebody else to buy a ticket or do this or trying to find somebody to go with. I am going to go regardless. If I see it fit for me and my brand, I'm going to go, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to support. I have me time because me time is not something I did a lot of last year. So I really want to make sure I am focusing on myself this year and really taking a break when I need to take a break, putting my phone down, closing my laptop. I feel like as a creative, our brains are like trained to just like go, go, go. And it's not on purpose. We just get inspired. We like to create. So naturally, we just want to do. But I have to learn to turn my brain off because, baby girl, even if that's just taking a week off to do nothing, not to go anywhere, but just to do nothing, do anything but work. Debt free is in the middle, and I have major plans to make sure that I am debt free this year. I did a few spending freezes last year, which that was my first time ever doing a spending freeze in 2019, and I didn't realize how much I was spending. So practicing that in 2019, I am definitely focused on more spending freezes this year and making sure I'm focusing on bringing that debt down and hopefully paying it off before 2021. I printed out the phrase 10K month because I am going to have a 10K month. It may not be in January, it may not be in March, but this year, sometime this year, I will have a 10K month. Mark my words. And when I say 10K month, I mean $10,000. I have mapped it out 3 different ways on how I can make 10K. Through all of my businesses and everything that I do. I'm a makeup artist. I'm a photographer. I'm a brand strategist. I build websites, make logos. I do so much. I have merchandise. I have a lash line. There's so much that I do. So there's no way that I should not be making at least 10K a month in one of these months this year. I have 50 branding clients printed out on a MacBook because I want to have 50 branding clients this year. I had a little over 30 last year, so I know, I'm going to speak confidently, I know 50 is a no-brainer. We're gonna get 50 branding clients. I have health on here because health is something that I feel like every year I take very serious. Every year I take my health very serious, not just in January or January 1st, but all throughout the year. So that is just a constant reminder that is something I really want to be working towards. So making sure that I'm getting up, taking my breaks, drinking my water, working out, doing what I need to do to make sure this heart is good. I have a goal of 10K subscribers. My goal is to be more active and consistent on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2015. There was a point where I was doing really, really good, slowed down, but that was because I was transitioning from makeup to lifestyle. And people were like, hold up, I follow you for makeup. What are you doing? So I really want to stay consistent this year. Seeing my audience and how I grew it on Instagram, I feel like I can do the same with YouTube. I know people feel like it's a little late in the game to try to get your act together when it comes to, you know, trying to get YouTube going and up and started. But I feel like if you're consistent and you make content that people are interested in, this should be easy. Like, just gotta do the work, girl. So I plan on doing the work all 2020. And then I have Engage for Real. Very, very big. Like this, when I was going through the magazines, this was the first thing that I seen, and I was like, yes. This was another thing that I was very, very serious about last year, and it was really creating meaningful connections with the people that I engage with. Just letting them know I see them. Thank you for following me. I'm here. Whatever any ideas you may have as far as what you want to see from me, let me know. I'm a person and I don't want people to feel like I'm unreachable. So I really want to continue to create those meaningful engagements with the people that do support me. I have a Bible because, I mean, if you don't have the Lord, honey, what do you have? I mean, that's just plain and simple. I just want to make sure that I am staying grounded in my prayers and praying for others and making sure that I'm keeping that connection with God. I also have a picture of a journal because I love to journal, and that's something also I would like to continue with. And I have 5 a.m. at the top because, honey, we are waking up early all 2020. I did train myself to, gradually get into 5 a.m. I'd say around September of 2019. So my body is used to it. I just have to stick with it. So when I come down here in the morning and I see my board and I see 5 a.m., I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's time for bed, y'all. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Just making sure that I'm going to bed early and waking up early. That way I can get the most out of my day. I love to work out in the morning because when I get home, I can take that time to work until I have to go get my daughter from school. So that is just something that I really want to stay true to through 2020 and beyond. I just really like waking up early and I want to stick with that. So yes, this is my board. And then like I mentioned in the beginning, I also have a girl in her studio, and I put Girl Boss Hustle on top of it because I will have a studio this year. I have a picture of myself because I love how I look. I love how I felt when I posted this. I just love the feeling of this picture. This was at the end of 2019. This was probably, I believe this was taken a few days right before New Year's Day, and I just was reflecting and feeling all the feels of 2019. I just love the way that I felt taking that picture. So I want to remember that moment. So I put it on my board, and I think that is special. Put a picture that you love of yourself on your board too. I just really wanted this board to be realistic. Not saying that you can't put a mansion or that Mercedes or that Gucci bag that you want on your board. I just really wanted mine to be a reflection of me and what it is that I'm trying to obtain this year. Not for, the next 5 years down, just for 2020. I wanted to focus on my 2020 goal. I really hope this inspired you guys to make your own board. There's so many different videos out there on how to make them and what to do and how to do it. Just make it your own. Don't go off of anybody else's board. Erin On Demand made a really, really good video, and that's where I got the idea as far as putting it in a picture frame. I ended up purchasing the picture frame from the Dollar Tree, and it's 11 by 14 inches, I believe, for $1. So go get you one and make you a cute little board. I'm so excited with how this turned out. I'm gonna probably put it right there in that negative space back here. Right here. Right, yeah. It's gonna go back there. It's gonna go back there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it, and thank you for clicking on it. If you do like it and you are looking forward to what I'm going to be posting in the future, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and share it with someone who might need some inspiration for a vision board, and go ahead and subscribe. I hope there's a dog over there. I'm sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one. And so until next time, keep hustling.